listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Tucker Carlson was on one of those too. He was on like CNN or something before he left.
I don't remember which one it is. All I know, I never listened to Bill O'Reilly.
Why would you?
I just saw the clip, and it's like the most memed clip for like a long time. They did that on fucking Family Guy too.
Yeah.
Like Stewie was like doing like a parody of it, and it's fucking great.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Daytime. The natural light is hitting us in our beautiful
This might
faces.
be one of the earliest shows we've ever done. Maybe we had a couple specials. We did a few interviews, but we're going to talk about interviews in a little bit too.
Yeah, we got some interviews.
Big things are coming. Big things are coming. How you doing, Adam?
I'm great, Scott. You brought me something today.
I did bring you something.
You did bring me something.
But you know what? I shouldn't be praised for this. If anything, you should roll up a newspaper and smack me on the nose because it took me a long time. We're talking, it's July. We did this in March, although it didn't end.
Okay, but like it flowed into like April, May too.
Yeah.
Also, it did flow into those months.
I'm
still working on the last few TikToks.
It's okay.
I've actually been busy. So like I haven't had time.
Work, busy bee.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you show and tell the people what I brought? It's about time.
Oh, you brought the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back poster. It was the winner of the March Madness, Empire Strikes Back. I'm gonna find a nice little frame. I'm gonna get not gonna go spectacular, but I want to get a little frame.
Poster frame.
Yeah, like a little frame, and I'm gonna get it hung up. That's a little bigger than I thought you were gonna do, to be honest with you.
No, it's a 24 by 36.
Yeah, I was expecting
it's a regular poster.
I expected like half that. That's what I was expecting. I don't have a problem with it. No problem at all. It's cool. I can't wait to hang it up. I just didn't think you were going to go
Maybe I'll find smaller ones in the future, but that was the inaugural winner, so it needs to be front and center. For those of you who don't know, we did, starting in March, we did a March Madness, like a basketball tournament, but we did it with our favorite movies. And Adam here got to pick the winners each round, and it went all the way down to the end, and Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back was the big wiener, and we're gonna hang the winners up here on our green wall, green screen.
Ever since we switched to, I moved things around, and now this is the new setup. We noticed that the wall was a little bare, so we're just trying to
just the haunted fly swatter. That's all we can see,
and that's always gonna stay there.
Yeah,
I'm taking that when I move out.
Are you sure? A ghost will follow you home.
It's got to come with us to future shows. And, if I ever move out and I move to a different place, it's got to be in the background of every show now.
Have you ever killed a fly with it?
Oh, yeah.
Have you swatted a fly?
Oh, yeah. I put that shit to work.
The ghosts of those flies are going to come with that. Oh, my God.
I don't give a shit.
We could write that script. Sounds good.
The ghost flies.
I also brought some. I'm drinking out of a different cup.
You are, yeah.
I'm not drinking out of my Cerveza Cristal. I'm drinking out of my Jurassic Park Rebirth Big Gulp. I got it from the Speedway, and I put rum in it.
Yeah,
and it's
just rum.
Right now, this is rum and Coke.
Oh, well, see,
I didn't just drink rum, but I might be drinking that because we're gonna play our little game. You want to get into it?
You want to get into it now?
You want to do it now?
Yeah, might as well. Let's do it.
I want to drink whatever is in it, so let's get into it. So we started a new thing just a couple weeks ago, where we have a complete barrage of liquor over here.
Scott keeps saying he's going to take a picture and post it. He still has yet to do that.
Oh my God, I'm going to take it right now. I'm going to take it down.
There's a massive amount of alcohol over there.
So each episode, Adam and I will draw a different name out of this little Kylo Ren bag.
Yep.
And whatever we pick, we drink. It's your turn to go first.
My turn. Last week, I think I had Fireball is what I had.
I had a whiskey that I didn't really care for.
Big ass piece of paper.
Why are those in there?
You keep putting it back in. It's your thing. It's your
Your
bag.
dog's gonna eat it if I don't.
All right, I got this one.
You got this one?
I got this one.
What'd you get?
Oh God, this is so easy. Yingling Light.
Oh, do we have any of that?
I would assume, considering. Hold on, you
Go
pick
check.
yours.
I'm
I gotta
picking
go
mine.
check because.
If we don't have that, you have to throw it away and try. No. Check in the fridge. I picked a blank one. All right, you got your Yingling Light. All right, I picked a. What's going on here? All right, here we go. I got one. Sorry, there was like 2 of them stuck together. I had to drop one. The first one I picked wasn't anything written on it. Oh! Your boy got Crown Royal Apple.
Yo,
That's a shooter. That's a shooter, my dude. And you there got a Yingling Light beer.
I already grabbed it. Yep.
So you get to drink a beer. I get to do a shot. We have a commercial queued up. Not really a commercial. It's not really advertising anything.
No, it's just a funny little thing.
It's just a funny little thing. While you don't have to, but I have to go make my drink quickly. And while that's happening, we're going to play this. So we'll be right back after these messages. Oh, you're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. Yes, you're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. Oh, you're going to get raped by dolphins. Yep, you're going to get raped by dolphins. Ouch, you're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. You're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. And you're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. If you're swimming in the ocean, better lube it up with lotion, 'cause you're going to get raped by dolphins when you swim. And you're gonna get raped by Cosby when you drink. Yes, you're gonna get raped by Cosby when you drink. If you're sipping on a lager, better watch out for Rudy's father, 'cause you're gonna get raped by Cosby when you drink.
This friend named Jen Turbin. South of Pittsburgh, we're going to see a bunch of motherfucking SUVs. That's St. Vincent alumni.
Vincent from St. Vincent. Well, that's queer.
Gonna crush a lot of brewskis tomorrow night. Hope I don't fall down or start a fight. Jaeger bombs cost extra, not bringing cash tomorrow.
Okay, we're back.
We're back. We is back.
Yeah,
You were,
almost.
you were having a hard time with that. The top of that.
I couldn't get the plastic wrap off of it. As you can see, it's a bottle of the Crown Royal Apple, which is pretty good. I've had this before.
And I'm pulling my ding-a-ling out for a ying-a-ling.
You've been getting off light during this game. There's some wild shit in that box over there.
Hey, you
And
made the game.
You keep pulling like level 1, like class 1.
Hey, you know
roaming
what?
apparitions.
It's all random, man. It's all random. Is this the only yingling that you brought?
Yeah, did you throw it back in there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's all right. So if we pull Yingling Light again. No, that was yours. That was from here. I put the stuff you had here on the list too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you had a whole bunch of them, and you must have drank them all but one.
Yeah, I started drinking a lot of them. Yeah, I was just kind of like, I was started like just kind of casually drinking Yingling because I was like, because
You've always been a Yingling guy.
like sometimes like rum and cokes are a little much for a night. Sometimes you just want to chill out. You don't want to get drunk.
Hey, you don't have
And
to
then,
tell me.
like,
I'm a beer
have a few
guy.
Yinglings, maybe take a shot of rum and then have more Yinglings. You know.
Well, what I'm going to do here is take this shot of Crown Royal Apple
Oh, I love a Yingling.
that is pretty good. So anyway, you're not doing a shot, but I'll do one
I'm slurping. Slurpy.
Ting.
Ting.
around the head. Who said head? I'll drink to that.
All right, I'm gonna annoy the audience real quick.
Oh, that's good.
Good shit.
Good.
Let me smell this real quick. I love smelling. I love apple. That's some apple stuff.
That's good stuff. Have some.
That's some good stuff. I might make a mixed drink after this, honestly.
Okay. Hey, yo.
That's a good shit.
Crown Royal. Sorry, I'm smacking too. We're annoying the listeners.
I know, right? But you know what? That's what they tune in for.
Woo.
Tune in for the annoyance. They love it.
Canadian whiskey. Crown Royal. Apple flavored. I have peach over there too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right. So that was fun. That's our lovely game. I got the R2D2 shot shooter, double shot. So what's been new? What's going on in the world? How are you feeling? Oh, do you want to get into it?
Well, you said that you had other shit you want to talk about, and then we'd lead into the other stuff.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first, because we want to lead into that other nonsense.
All right, fine. We'll open up with
pop culture, and then we'll lead into the other BS.
You're a gamer?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Epic Games?
Mm-hmm.
What's their like? What are they known for? What's their big game?
I mean, right now, Epic Games is more of like a. You know what Steam is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what their big game is.
They do Fortnite.
They do. Well, yeah, they do Fortnite.
That's the big one.
I don't play Fortnite.
I don't either.
So,
but it's a very popular. You're familiar with it?
Yes, it is insanely popular.
Insanely popular.
Fully aware of it. Yes.
So, Disney, and I'm a big Disney stan. I'm a gooner for Disney. They purchased a portion of Epic Games and Fortnite. Did you know that? Disney is a part owner of that
Was this
now.
Recently? Or
Recently
like a few
enough.
months ago? Like a few months.
Oh, like a year ago, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like it's been a while.
There have been like Disney characters that have been showing up
since that happened. Yes. So something recently just happened. There's a Darth Vader character you can play in Fortnite that Disney added.
Yeah.
And Disney does own the rights to the character Darth Vader because they bought Lucasfilm. So it's a popular character. We love Darth Vader. We have a poster. Is he on it?
It's a wild thing to say, too.
He is totally on it. He's front and center.
It's like saying, I like Mussolini. Yeah, we like Mussolini.
Hey, Mussolini did not have a redemption arc like Vader. That I know of.
Vader did like
he was great friends with Adolf.
Vader did one good thing at the end. He did more bad than good.
That was completely wiped away when somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah.
Which
he
anyway,
did one good thing at the end. He did more bad than good. Anyway, continue.
I'm a fan of Darth Vader.
He's a great
And I'm not
villain.
saying he's one of the best.
Great villain.
Yes.
Rogue One, the end of Rogue One.
So people want to play as him in Fortnite.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So Disney put him in there. Something else Disney did. They used AI, not just AI.
Of course
they used recorded sessions that they had from previous movies and TV shows and the decades and decades since Star Wars became a thing of James Earl Jones' voice and spliced them together to make Darth Vader's voice.
That's not right.
That is not right. They were sued by James Earl Jones's his estate and the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, the union.
Yeah.
They sued Epic Games and Disney for their use of this. And it's a big fight right now, and I want to know your opinion. Disney's saying that is the voice of Darth Vader. We own the rights to Darth Vader. The SAG is saying that is not Darth Vader's voice. That is James Earl Jones's voice. And if you want to use that, you need to pay his estate, because unfortunately he passed away last year.
Yes.
You need to pay his family and his estate the rights to use his voice in your game. And that's where the fight is right now. And it's going to court. And what do you think about that?
SAG is completely in the right. They are completely in the right. Look, James Earl Jones' voice is most notably known for Darth Vader, obviously. I would say
I agree.
In pop culture, his voice is most notably known for Darth Vader. Just because it's most notably known for Darth Vader doesn't automatically give you the rights just because you own that character.
Would you say Darth Vader's 1 and Mufasa is 1A?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. And we love James Earl Jones on the show. We simp for him.
He's done a lot more. He's done a lot more, obviously. But those are the two bigs.
Think about some of his other roles that we love, though. Like it's immeasurable.
Yes.
So, but I would say Star Wars is his biggest.
Exactly. That would be like saying they could take Luke Skywalker or Han Solo's voice and put that in a video game or something like that, or another property, without paying Mark Hamill or
Right.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Sorry. brain broke for a second.
That's okay. I love him. I will never forget.
But that would be like saying that, and that would be illegal. You can't do that. If you're going to use, they can use the image and the model of Darth Vader, but once you put the voice in there, sorry, that's an actor. That was an actor that portrayed that person. Like, they could put Luke Skywalker in there, but the second that they start using Luke's voice, all of a sudden you got to get Mark Hamill's permission. I'm sorry.
So there was not last season, but the season before, the season finale of Mandalorian, where they brought Luke Skywalker in.
Yeah.
Remember, he showed up and wrecked shit.
Yeah.
Great episode, by the way. Great episode. And they got Mark Hamill to come back. Of course, they had to do the AI, like, de-aging to make him look like young, because Mark Hamill's not a young man anymore, but he needed to be young for the timeline to work.
Yeah.
And they made him look young, but he was there doing the dialogue. Like, he was actually, today's Mark Hamill was doing the dialogue for that, which I thought was fantastic. They did the same thing with the Obi-Wan series with Darth Vader.
Exactly.
They brought Hayden Christensen back to do it.
Yeah.
And they're paying those guys to do that work.
Exactly.
They should be doing this even though James Earl Jones has passed away.
They're trying to get away with it because it's not. They're not making a story or anything like that. It's just. It's basically sound effects. Essentially, is what it is.
They're saying what was recorded previously is their property. And
but they're using.
They have an argument. They have an argument.
They have an argument, but you said they're using AI. Are they making? Here's the question.
I don't know if they're using. I think they're splicing old.
I was gonna say, are they using AI to clean up? Clean up the old stuff, or are they using AI to listen to the voice and then make new lines?
Somehow AI is involved, but I don't think it's involved with the creation process. I think it might be involved with crisping and cleaning.
It's now a sticky situation, because if they're just taking dialogue that was in the movie and they're removing the dialogue itself from the movie and then putting in there, now it becomes a sticky situation, because
that's what I think they're claiming they're doing. I think SAG is saying they're using AI. I think Disney is saying we're not using AI for that purpose. We're taking what has already been recorded that we own the masters to, which that's another thing I want to bring up, and this is a good segue.
But does the estate still get a cut of the check whenever they sell like new property or do anything like that?
I don't know what the contract states.
I think that's your answer. Hey,
I don't want her chewing my cords.
She's not. She's sniffing. Hey, come here.
Anyway, sorry, our mascot Izzy's getting a little rowdy.
It's getting a little too comfortable with your charger over there. So
at any rate,
what I'll say is this: if they're using AI to make new dialogue, they definitely owe the estate.
I agree.
If it's just that they're pulling sound and dialogue directly from the movie and just using AI to clean it up so they could put it in the game, I think then you have to go with whatever the contract his estate has with Disney and likeness and back pay and stuff like that.
So,
I think then you'd have to do it that way.
I've told this story on the podcast before, so you've heard this, Adam. Maybe we have some new listeners and new viewers that have not heard this. I love the story. I want to tell it. When I was in college at Slippery Rock University, I took a theater class.
Theater?
I did. I don't know. I thought I was going to be the next big thing. Who knows?
Somewhere there's a timeline where Scott is a movie star.
I needed an elective. I needed an easy A to humanities. And I like movies. I like film. I was a theater kid, believe it or not. We've talked about that before. So I took the theater class, and it was actually a really awesome class. My professor was great. She was an older lady who was in a lot of things. And she's telling us this story. Back in the 70s, she was in Erie, Pennsylvania. And she did a
Your phone's going off.
My phone's going off. Oh, it's a spam risk. I'm not answering that. Sorry, folks. This is what happens when you get live. We're live, so anything can happen.
We're the uncircumcised version. It's okay. Raw and uncut.
So she was in Erie, Pennsylvania, doing a stage show of August Wilson's Fences. Are you familiar with Fences? They made a movie a couple years ago. Denzel Washington.
My mother has a fence in her backyard.
It's a great story. You've never seen Fences?
I know of fencing.
Oh my God, I might have to chorus of that to you. Just a handful of years ago, they turned into a movie with Denzel Washington. But this is a stage show by August Wilson, and James Earl Jones played the lead character, and she was a character in it. And they got to know it. They were performing it night after night, night after night. And then one weekend came up, and the what's it called? The stand-in, not the stand-in. The what's the second?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Shit, I'm a terrible theater kid.
Just the backup. It's the backup.
Yeah. Google me, Chuck, while I'm telling the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So the second place stand-in person had to take over the character role because James Earl Jones was leaving for the weekend. He was
understudy.
The understudy. Thank you, Adam. The understudy had to take over for that weekend's shows of Fences because James Earl Jones was flying from Erie, Pennsylvania, to California, to do a voice acting role. He's like he was telling her and some other people. He's like, it's just some silly little sci-fi movie, you know. I'm just gonna go for the weekend and read the lines into a microphone, and I'll be back. I'll be back for next weekend. Quick, easy as that. That role was Star Wars.
Yeah.
That he left Pennsylvania to go to California to film that at Skywalker Ranch or wherever the studio was, which is amazing. Like you should have seen our whole class when the professor was telling us this. We were like melting. We were like starstruck. We're like, are you fucking serious? Like that's what he was going to do. She's like, and he thought it was just going to be some silly little paycheck he collected.
Yeah.
Like no one expected that movie to do what it did.
That story is very similar to the Patrick Stewart story of like when he first was cast as Captain Picard on Star Trek. I was listening to an interview what he was doing, and he was talking about. He's like, yeah, apparently like contracts in America are different than contracts in England because when I found out after I signed it that you're tacked on for like a couple seasons, and I talked to my agent, and I was like, I'm not gonna stay here for a couple years doing this stuff. Like I got other stuff to do. I'm not gonna do this. He was like, don't worry, it's a reboot of an old '60s show. It's not gonna last more than a season. Cut to 7 years later, and then like 4 movies. So, and then a new series. So, very much similar.
And I think he eats that shit up. I think he loves playing that role. He's one of my favorites, and he's an old man now.
Well, he's an old man now who could still do probably one-handed push-ups, I believe. I've seen him do it. But like season 1, he talks about that too. He's like, I was very much like a stick-up-my-ass kind of person because I'm a theater actor. And like everybody else was doing like you know how like you see bloopers of like, oh, they fuck shit up and then they laugh about it and stuff like that. I guess season 1, Patrick Stewart was like, they were doing that.
He's like classically trained.
Yeah, they were like doing that and they would fuck something they laugh about and stuff like that. And I guess he had a stick up his ass like, hey, the rest of the crew is here to do a job, and if we don't get this done, they're stuck here. Let's fucking get our shit together and quit laughing about this and just do the job.
Brent Spiner was a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's playing like the most serious role.
Yeah.
But he would goof around with everybody the whole time. And I think Jonathan Frakes was a big jokester too on set.
They were all kind of a big jokester. Like I've sent you videos on TikTok I see of like bloopers, stuff like that. It was like after season 1 or 2, like Patrick Stewart says like, you know what, I was having animosity with some of the other casts, and I was like, I went to him and was like, you know what, my bad. You know, let's have fun with this. It was my fault. I was being super serious.
Didn't Gene Roddenberry pull him aside and like have a heart-to-heart with him? He had like a come to Jesus moment.
He might have, yeah. Either way, Patrick Stewart admitted like it was my fault. Like I was being more serious than we needed to be, quite frankly.
He's too damn method.
Yeah.
He's like, I have to be Shatner.
Yeah.
I have to be a dick to everybody.
And then he started having fun with it, and those are some of the best bloopers. Like with Patrick Stewart had fun. Anyway, James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones went and did this, and so from what she was telling our class at that moment, he probably signed some silly little contract, like not thinking, like no royalties, you know, whatever. I'm just going to record. I'm going to collect a paycheck, and I'm going to be on the way. So I'm sure it got renegotiated, or he has a shitty agent years later, decades later. I'm sure it did. But if they're just pulling audio from the OG, then he probably didn't have any rights to that. I don't know what the contract was.
I would have to imagine if he renegotiated the contract, there must have been a renegotiation for re-releases of like the original trilogy and stuff like that, because he's heavily in those movies, probably more than any of the other movies. Quite frankly, he's the most in those movies. Like think about the prequel trilogy. James Earl Jones' voice is only in episode 3 at the end. So it must have been like, you got to look at the contracts. I think the contracts is key.
A lot of voice actors say there's like a page that you read. Have you ever seen this?
No.
Like they give you a page and it's like it's not this. This is the typing thing, but it's similar. Like the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Yeah.
Like you read this thing, and when you read this one page, they have enough. AI has enough of what you just read on that page to make you say anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like that's dangerous.
It's getting unfortunate. I think that was like one of the big things about the last big writer strike was like they had to come to an agreement that they can only use AI in certain ways because they were really trying to like Hollywood was doing some shady shit before the last strike because they were trying to get like actors to come in and just like we're gonna pay you just for your voice. And like we'll get you to read this line, and then we'll have you like,
but
like
they
almost
that.
contracting your voice out so that they can use it for anything they want in the future.
Actors almost have to be like, no, like I will give you the rights to use my voice in the next dozen video games or animated series or whatever you're going to use it for, but I need to get a cut of that. I need royalties.
I think this is one of the biggest reasons why the last writer strike was so successful because there was a lot of actors that also like joined them and was like, hey, this is not right. That was also
that's what unions are supposed to do, Adam.
There was also the also very shady shit going on there too because remember how they were like protesting, they were picketing, and then like overnight they cut down the palm trees so that there was no shade in the California heat.
Yeah,
like. There was some shady shit going on during that time.
I know. Hey,
and you know what? Power to the people. Power to the people.
I know. I'm a big union guy. Unions need to do better though. Like for instance, if you have pick a profession. It's like we're doing improv. Pick a profession.
Factory worker.
If you are a factory worker and you are wanting to strike for more money, better benefits, better hours, more vacation, whatever it happens to be. Yep. Your contract's up, the corporation doesn't want to give you a good contract, so your factory workers strike. In a perfect world, unions should all be connected. So all the unions should stand in solidarity with their factory worker brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
The nurses union should go on strike. The teachers union should. The pilots union, and the fucking country shuts down. And then that puts pressure on the fucking dock workers. The factory workers to fucking get a good deal done. But it doesn't work that way. And I wish it did because that's the idea. You know what I mean?
You're too bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
A general strike. Everybody hit the streets.
A general, like people talk about that kind of shit all the time. Like we need to do a general strike where we all need because a lot of shit's going on in this country and everybody keeps saying like we need to do a general strike, so that we all have. It can never work that way.
So your job where you work, you're non-union. You don't have a union.
No union.
My current job is non-union, and it pains me. I've had union jobs in the past, but my current job is non-union. A general strike would basically mean it doesn't matter if you're a union or not. Everybody gets together and just doesn't fucking go to work.
It can't work that way for everybody, unfortunately.
I know, because our jobs aren't protected by a union, so we don't show up, we get fired.
Not only that, but it's also like with some jobs, it doesn't. If you go on a general strike with some jobs, it doesn't like really matter almost really because like like my company doesn't have any power to do anything about anything. Like they're also a cog in the machine essentially. Like,
I get it. That's
like it's not like my job. If I were to strike at my job and just didn't show up for work and said we need to fix what's going on in the country, my jobs were like what the fuck you want me to do about this?
Right.
Fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what do you
say fuck me for?
Exactly.
It's the same deal with me because our funding, and I mentioned this last week because I was concerned about my job with the passage of Trump's big, beautiful bill. Our funding, a lot of it comes from the government, from the federal government. Most of it comes from the state. A little bit federal, a little bit local, but most of it from the state. So, like, that's why they don't let us unionize for that reason.
Yeah.
Like it's dumb. And a lot of unions that do exist don't have collective bargaining power or basically the other union jobs I said I've worked in the past. Why I didn't stick with those great union jobs? Because they weren't. They weren't powerful, great union jobs anymore. This country, here we're getting Paul, you always fucking go there, has stripped the power from the unions. And that is a problem. We need to return the power to the unions. We need the factory workers, when they strike, all the unions come together. Not a general strike. General strike means everybody. Union or not, doesn't go to work. But a complete union strike. That's what I'd like to see. That would get shit done right damn quick. It's the story of the grasshopper and the ant, my friend. Are you familiar with that parable?
I have seen A Bug's Life.
That's
I have
what
seen
it's based.
Ants.
Bingo.
I have seen those movies.
Dennis Hopper plays the voice of the villain.
Yeah.
Hopper. Real unique Disney. Did you steal his rights too when he did the
Creative
voice?
as shit, man.
They probably owned Dennis Hopper's voice too when he did the voice acting for that movie. But at any rate, that's neither here nor there. He makes it just gives me the chills.
When one ant stands up, they all stand up.
Yes. And that is fucking true. That movie is an anti-capitalist propaganda.
It really
and I
is.
love it.
It
I love
really
it.
is. It very much is.
Anyway, so we'll see what happens with the Epic Games Disney versus the Screen
I'm gonna
Actors
hold
Guild.
you to that. You got to keep us informed on that one.
Yeah, I haven't heard any updates, so I'll have to do my due diligence and check. But one other thing I wanted to mention that goes along those lines, we're going to talk about my girl. Who's my girl? Who is
Taylor
my girl? Taylor Swift. I am a huge Swiftie. I am unapologetic about my love.
I didn't hear about any news about Taylor Swift since Kamala lost the election. I haven't heard a peep out of Taylor Swift.
Listen, there's been some updates.
Oh, there's some Swift
updates.
All right.
So, do you remember how she lost the rights to her master albums? Very similar to what we're just talking about with James Earl Jones. A guy named Scooter Braun, who, fucking name like Scooter Braun. Isn't that the douchiest name you ever heard of?
What the fuck did you just say?
He's a music producer, and he's a billionaire. And when Taylor Swift was like 14 years old, and she signed with, I think it was Big Machine Records, or is that her album? Is that her record label now?
You would know.
I don't remember if that was her. Like Toby Keith, who's a fucking douchebag who's now dead.
By the way, for anybody wondering, Scooter is obviously a nickname. His name is Scott. His name is Scott.
Oh, Scott! What
Scott.
a dick name!
His name is Scott.
What a douchebag.
Scott Samuel Scooter Braun.
There was this one girl that I went to high school with, and she and I were really close friends. And she was really, really, really attractive too. But she just was my good friend. She always called me Scooter. I don't know what it was. Scooter. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just reminiscing. I was a Scott, and it was called Scooter by one person. But anyway.
Did you fuck over Taylor Swift, sir? Did you fuck? Is this like a?
I didn't do nothing of the sort. I worship the ground that woman walks on. At any rate,
I think it's telling, man.
So the story we know about this. So she lost the rights to her masters. She's a songwriter, which you even said you're not a big Taylor Swift fan, but you've said in the past on this show that you give her credit. Because she actually writes her own music.
She writes her own music, and she does have a beautiful voice. I just don't like the songs.
And that's
themselves.
fine. I respect that. But you do, and you do a good job. You acknowledge her talent. It's just not your cup of tea.
She's absolutely talented.
It's not your cup of tea. And I respect that's a great answer. She's not making music for everyone. She's just making music for people who enjoy that kind of music. At any rate, she writes her own music, so she owns the rights to her music. But when you record your music, you go into a studio with headphones and a microphone, and you're singing, and they record on a program, the masters.
Yeah.
And the masters are then
we've got master copies of our show.
Right.
Frankly, that I have records of.
That's how it works. So she owns the rights to the music that she wrote, the music she performs, everything except those masters. Scooter Braun's the guy who bought them, and he's making money off of her, and she did not like that. So she went back, she started her own record label and re-recorded her own stuff. Have you ever heard of Taylor's version?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
So she did all of her music that she had made previously and made it again as Taylor's version. So now everybody, if I'm listening to music and, I want to listen to some of her older stuff, I want to listen to Taylor's version Like Speak Now, for instance. I would listen to Mean Taylor's version.
It makes it complicated for the user.
Oh,
it makes it very complicated because you got to make sure, like, is this Taylor's version or is this like Scooter McGavin's version?
Scooter McGavin. That's the name of the show. Okay. If I'm listening on Spotify, write that down. If I'm listening on Spotify or Amazon Music or iTunes, I have to make sure it's Taylor's version. Adam, not anymore.
No, it's been
she did that and she stuck it to Scooter Braun. He said, "Well, everyone's listening to Taylor's version. I'm not making the amount of money I thought I would make on this investment, so I will sell it back to her." And yes, Scooter Braun is a billionaire, but so is Taylor Swift. So she was she was able to buy her masters back. So now this is the big deal. She owns the rights to everything, all of her music now, and all is right in the world.
That's great. How much did she spend on it?
I have no idea. Probably far too much.
You're gonna make me look it up now. I got to look it up because here's the issue. You're touting this as a win. Maybe it is a win. Could be argued that maybe Scooter made out fucking hotcakes on this one.
Maybe he did, but what did he initially pay for it compared to what he sold it back to Taylor? That's the key question here. I don't think he came out on top of this deal. I'm sure he maybe made some money, but I don't think he made the amount of money that he was thinking he would.
Taylor Swift paid approximately $360 million.
That's a lot, but I thought it would be more.
Now let's see, what did
Scooter Braun buy from, I think, his Big Machine.
What is Scooter pay for Taylor's masters?
Thanks. Good job. You know, that's the beautiful thing of 2025. We could get these answers right away. I bet he made money, but don't.
For a deal worth over $300 million.
Oh, he didn't make that much.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
If he paid $300 million and she bought it back for $350 million, he made $50 million. Right? Is that what you're saying?
No, hold on a second. This is not the original.
We're live, Adam.
This is not the original deal. This is this is what it's talking about. Hold on.
Okay.
According to AI, Scooter Braun, Ithaca Holdings purchased Taylor Swift's master recordings, which were owned by Big Machine label.
Correct.
For a deal worth over $300 million in June of 2019.
Okay, that's about right.
Later in November 2020, Braun sold these master recordings to Shamrock Capital for a price believed to be around $360 million.
Okay, there was a transaction in the middle there, is what you're telling me. I didn't know about that.
Taylor Swift did not buy them from Scooter, bought them from Shamrock Capital.
Okay. So Scooter Braun only made $60 million.
You say only $60 million.
Oh, that's not bad. In the grand scheme.
He came out on top.
Adam, they are billionaires with a B.
Right.
60 million to a billion is like fucking $20 to us.
He can't be unhappy about that though, because he technically came out in the positive in that, is what he did.
There's no losing for them.
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Speaking of, did you hear that Jeff Bezos got remarried?
I heard about that, yeah.
Did you see his wedding was $50 million? Almost all of what Scooter Braun made in that deal.
Yeah.
$50 million for a wedding. And then I saw, so I've been married. My wedding cost thousands of dollars. $50 million is unheard of. But I saw somebody on TikTok do the math. How many billions Jeff Bezos owns? Paying $50 million for his wedding would be the equivalent of us paying $250 for our wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have to think about the relativity.
The scale of
things.
Yes. It's the reason why I fucking hate billionaires. And I think every single billionaire,
even Taylor,
it doesn't matter who you are. If you are a billionaire, you are an immoral person. I'm sorry, you are. Just what it is.
I don't think
you are. You're moral.
And I kind of agree with you to a point. I don't think anybody should be a billionaire. I think I've said this on the show before. If you get to 999 million, if you get to that point, we'll give you an award. Say congratulations, you won capitalism.
You won life.
You won capitalism. You win.
won life. Kindly.
You won the game of life. Great job. You're getting no more. And if I had that amount of money, I think about this all the time. I would use my power for good. And
for you ultra capitalists out there that are like, well, they don't actually have that amount of money in their bank account. It's all tied up in like assets and like stocks and shit. We fucking understand that. It's not like we don't understand that. We get that. The problem is,
we know how economics work.
If you are a billionaire, and if we still have homeless people in the country that you live in, you are an immoral person because you could take you could take half that money, put it towards bettering. I'm not saying give it to the government, but you could start your own charity where you benefit people.
A foundation
where you can benefit people. And you can set your own rules, and you can give it to the actual people instead of giving it to the government. And give it to the government, and you could take half your funds and do that, and you still have more than enough money that you could never spend in a lifetime.
I think all of these billionaires do have a foundation, but a lot of times they use it for tax write-off purposes.
Right, but my problem is they're not pumping that much money into their foundation to do these good things. Like if let's say somebody has is worth $5 billion. Let's just say that. They're not pumping $2.5 billion into this foundation. They're not pumping that much money into it.
Right.
That's my point. Like you could take, if you're worth $5 billion and you take $2.5 billion and you pump it into the foundation, you just give it to the people. Like don't give it to the government, give it to the people, give it to like hey, this county in this area is down. Let me start a foundation that way we can benefit people, yada yada yada. You know, there's a lot of homeless people here. Let's start a foundation where we get homeless into like, you know, a housing situation, get them better clothes, get them healthy so that they can get better jobs and they can take care of themselves. You would still have $2.5 billion fucking dollars. You'd have more money than you would still need. That's why all billionaires are immoral. All.
So here's my question. I know these are
fictional characters.
I know these examples I'm going to bring up are
fictional characters.
But you've got like Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Billionaires.
Yep.
Do you think they utilized their billions correctly?
Nope.
You don't.
Nope. Not at all. 100%. Like I think they've used a lot of their money for good, but the fact that they are still billionaires means they're not doing enough.
But they're not like the other side of the billionaire, the Lex Luthor or the Victor Von Doom billionaires.
I don't care. You don't even need $500 million to be in incredibly like the best situation. I'm sorry. Like,
so you would eat Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, cool.
100%. Like
I love your consistency.
Here's the thing. I think, you know, Tony Stark, Bruce Wayne, great superheroes. They've done a lot of good for the community and everything like that. Fictional characters. Absolutely 100%. But if you have $1 billion, if you have enough assets in your state to have $1 billion, you're not using your money for good. You could do so much more.
I want to point something funny out.
So much more.
Who's saying this right now?
Fictional characters.
Who's saying this right now?
Who's saying this words?
Oh, that's Ben Affleck.
Fictional characters.
Who else did he play?
Batman.
Who else did he play?
Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne, Batman. Yeah, 100%, yeah.
We just connected the dots there. It was kind of fun.
I'm sorry. All billionaires, even Taylor Swift, is immoral.
All right, fine.
So
okay. Well, we mentioned Lex Luthor. There's a movie.
Yeah, Superman came out.
Superman, and it is kicking ass.
I've heard nothing but good things.
We have neither one of us have seen it yet.
I've seen. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow. I got my day off tomorrow. I got nothing else I'm doing. I'm gonna try to go to the movies tomorrow.
Are you a big Superman guy?
No, but the hype I've heard about this movie from people who have seen it makes me want to go watch it.
I've never been a huge Superman guy or like a Captain America guy.
No.
I'm not really into the Boy Scouts personally.
No.
But
I like the
I
bad
like
boys.
them. I like them.
I like
yeah,
a bad
me too.
boy. I
Me
like
too.
a bad boy.
I like them. They're just not
Fine.
They're just
Done
not
well,
my higher echelon of superheroes.
Done well, they're good characters, is what they are.
Correct.
Done well, they're good. And yeah.
How'd you feel about the Zack Snyder verse?
You know what? Here, a lot of people talk about like, oh, the Zack Snyder verse is too dark. Even Superman's super dark. Like, we gotta have some like upbeat Superman. It's too dark. Blah blah.
I think the Christopher Nolan verse was too dark. Well, not too dark, but very dark. I don't know if Zack Snyder was that dark.
Well, like Man of Steel, that was very dark.
Yeah.
It was very dark.
All right,
like-
I guess there's elements.
But my argument would be a lot of people that criticize that is almost every other previous iteration of Superman has been that Boy Scout upbeat character.
The Christopher Reeves one was very campy.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Man of Steel.
Brandon Routh was pretty that way too.
Man
Yeah.
of Steel was kind of the only Superman character that is kind of a little dark.
Yeah, it
Like
was-
not even him dark. He still was like trying to be positive too in that universe. But like that was the only iteration, so I don't get the criticism for that. So
Fine.
I'm fine with the Zack Snyder iteration of Superman.
But you're excited for James Gunn's Superman.
Only because it's James Gunn. James Gunn has been able to turn unknown shit third-party characters into some of the best characters.
You're
in cinema.
referring to the Guardians of the Galaxy,
I am.
right?
I'll be honest. I had never heard. I don't think I've ever heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy before. That
I
movie.
had neither. No, they were very obscure.
They're one of my most favorite movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I
They're
think
so
that
great.
trilogy, the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, if it remove it from the MCU and you just have the Guardians trilogy by itself, it is almost a perfect trilogy.
They're great.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
amazing, and he managed to do that. Plus, he did Peacemaker. Love Peacemaker.
So we saw the first iteration of the Suicide Squad and how bad that was.
He took
that
sequel,
flaming turd.
He took the sequel and made fucking amazing shit. It was great. It was fucking awesome.
So it was Suicide Squad and then the Suicide Squad. And
the Suicide Squad
was so much better than the first
one. It was so good. It was really good. So based on that evidence, it makes me think this Superman movie must be really good. It's got to be really good. It has to be.
So,
and again, we have a lot of people that have gone out and seen it who have also confirmed it's a really good movie.
Disney is notorious for throwing all of the money at filmmakers and people to steal them from other things to come to them. Like John Lasseter from Pixar.
Yeah.
Come over here. The guys from Game of Thrones. The reason Game of Thrones was so good and ended so poorly is because...
You admit it ended poorly. You admit that.
The last episode. I don't think the last season. But
the whole last season was a motivation.
That's a whole nother debate.
They knew before the last season that they were going to be moving to Disney. So they rushed the whole thing.
And what happened when they came to Disney? They got fired.
Yeah.
They did... Was it Solo? It was Solo, right?
Solo, yeah.
They got They got hired from HBO to come to Disney to do Solo. And
Solo,
I want to see what there's a vault somewhere in Anaheim, California where that shit exists because they fucking watch it. They said, "Oh, you guys are fired and we're calling Ron Howard immediately."
And here's the thing. Solo
Where's Opie Taylor? Where's Richie Cunningham when we need him?
Solo wasn't even that good at the end result either.
No, but it must have been better than the OG version, which is terrifying to think of.
So Disney throws a lot of money.
And they kept the cast because didn't they bring what's her name?
Daenerys Targaryen.
They brought her from their other show and kept her, and they're like, well, you can stay. It's not your fault.
Yeah. It's them. They're the problem.
Everyone get out of here. Get out of here. Not you, number two.
And they're not
Not you, Frau. Not you, Scott. Not you, henchman turning wrench. Not you, henchman arbitrarily turning dials. Not you, Goldmember. Us awkward.
He doesn't take the hints.
Sorry about that.
A little lost about us. The lost mouse humor.
Yeah. Oh man.
So like, that just proves that those fuckers don't know how to make good shows. Because here's the thing, Game of Thrones, the only reason why it was good was because they took the source material and turned it into like live
When
action.
they didn't have source material anymore.
It got fucked up.
Is that
So,
their that's
That's their fault. That's their fault. They fucked it up.
why don't we have what, The Winds of Winters? That's the book we're waiting for?
It's never gonna come out. It's never gonna come out. It's never.
George R. R. Martin's not a young man.
I'm really glad that I didn't commit myself to those books. I read the first 2 books, and I stopped. I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to read it anymore. And I'm glad I didn't, because I would be killing myself right now. But like, oh, when's the next book come? No, it's not going to happen.
Credit to you where credit is due. You were reading those books before there was a TV show. You told me about you're like, I've been reading these books.
No, I didn't.
Well, maybe there was
I read them before I watched the show, but the show came
It
out.
must have been just like one season.
It was like it was early on, very early on. Like the first it was like the first 1 or 2 seasons. I heard about how great the show was. I like fantasy content, so I got the first book. I liked the first book. I got the second book.
Okay.
I read that.
Maybe it
and
was
then
just
I started
after.
watching the show, and I was like, I've heard rumors about this fucking author. I'm not gonna.
The rumors are all true.
I'm not gonna commit myself to the 3rd book, and I'm glad I didn't. Brandon Sanderson is a better author than J.R.R. Martin.
George
R.R. Martin. Sorry.
J.R.R.
I was thinking of
J.R.
I was thinking J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh yeah, that guy.
So
Well, anyway, back to Superman.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's making all of the money, and in today's day and age, in 2025, movies aren't doing well in the box office like they used to.
I've heard a lot of people have been talking about it. Like, I've seen it twice. Like, I watch it. It's only been out less than a week, and they're like, I watched it. I went to see it twice. So I've heard great things. I want to see it.
Who doesn't like it though, Adam?
So there's a group of people. Can you guess who doesn't like it? Of course, it's fucking MAGA. Of
Yeah.
course, it's fucking MAGA. They got it. Of course, MAGA has to.
Do we have a button for this?
Their
Yeah, we do.
stinky, their stinky fingers into this.
Ice free Palestine. I'ma say that shit again, free Palestine.
Fucking MAGA. So like James Gunn like came out and said, this is a story about an immigrant doing good things, like being just a good person. And MAGA apparently didn't like that comment, as if Superman wasn't a fucking immigrant, as if we didn't know this already, as if this wasn't a fucking
He's an
talking
illegal
point,
alien.
as if this wasn't a talking point decades ago. Like, there were decades ago where they brought this shit up and stuff like that, in Superman, like, animated stories and stuff like that, like in comic books, where they're like, oh yeah, he's an illegal immigrant because, you know, he wasn't born here. He came here, just landed on the fucking planet and just started being.
Like, Superman was punching Nazis before it was cool to punch Nazis.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden, MAGA's like really hating on the movie because, like, oh my God, he's an immigrant, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, oh my God. It drives me. You know what? It doesn't drive me insane because I expect it.
It's par for the course.
I expect it. I'm not going to let it drive me insane. I expect it. It's a cult at this point. We all know this. MAGA's a cult. If you're a MAGA and you are feeling this way, you're in a cult. Sorry. It's just get over it. Even Nathan Fillion was asked about it on the red carpet because Nathan Fillion is playing
He's Guy Gardner, right?
yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
He's fucking great. I love Nathan.
Yeah.
Fillion, anything. But Nathan Fillion was asked about it and stuff like that. He laughed in the reporter's face. Said it's a fucking. He basically said it's a movie. Like, get over it. It's a fictional story. It's a movie. Like, who cares? Like, you're
Fictional characters.
like you're looking too deep into it. Like, it's a story. It's a fun story. Like, get over it. That's basically what he said.
Superman puts on the red and blue suit and he looks at the camera and he's like,
We're going to be doing one thing only. Killing Nats.
and MAGA got so mad.
Yeah, they're really mad about it. So it's ridiculous. Get over yourself, MAGA. Like, come on.
So, you want to go to the mailbag?
We can go to the mailbag. We can go. To the
Let's talk about it because you were fired up last night, my friend.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna ask you this, and this is like a little. I'm gonna tease the audience for a little backdoor conversation a little bit.
Okay. They love the backdoor
Do
stuff.
you want me to say what I want to say? Because you didn't want me to send the message yet.
I want you to say it here. This is our medium. No one can control what we do or do not do on our own medium.
I'm just saying, you wanted me to hold off on sending the message.
I want you to say it. I want you to say what you feel.
All right.
This is just as much your show as it is mine.
All right, fair enough. So, we have been... I'm not going to name names in this episode. I refuse to name names in this episode.
I think our hardcore listeners who have been with us for a long time will use context clues and figure out who we're talking about.
Yeah. There is an individual who has... and I don't... Who started this? You or him? You jumped first,
I think it was
right?
me.
You
I think it was
jumped
me.
first, right?
I think I
It seems like you would jump first on that.
Oh,
So.
that's totally something I would do.
So you jump first in the comments and on social media, and you love to debate online. Obviously, I like to do it too. 100%.
You have heard of me.
Yeah, I like to do it too. Because you know what online social media is. That's the new public square. That's the new public forum where we all discuss things together. Okay, you make a statement, and if somebody disagrees with it, then you have a discussion about it, or a debate, or an argument, or whatever you want to call it. So there was a recent, and you like to tag me, and I appreciate it. You like to tag me in these little arguments you start, and I jump in sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of like lurk in the background, just like read it and ignore it. This is one that I jumped into, and I kind of took it over. Like you started it, and I very much took it over. And me and this individual had a conversation, and this individual may be somebody that we're going to have a debate on.
I hope so.
Show.
We're trying to work that out right now. Yes.
And understand this: I have no animosity against this individual, and I'm not going to name names for a reason. I'm going to explain that in a second. But me and this individual were going back and forth, and this is mainly about Scripture and Bible, and its use in modern society. And as if you know me, ladies and gentlemen, you know me, you love me. All right. I'm very much an agnostic, but I'm very anti-organized religion. Very anti-Bible in certain circumstances because I think there's a lot of hate in that book. So you can see the stance that I took in this encounter. In my opinion, sir, and you read the transcripts, you read the receipts. In my opinion, I dog walked this motherfucker in this debate.
I agree. That's why I want you to debate him.
I very much now here's the thing. I definitely did a lot of research. I didn't immediately respond. I very much wanted to make sure that I knew what I was talking about whenever I responded, but I feel like I dog walked him to the point where the conversation ended with threats. I don't threaten people, and I don't try to talk personally about anybody, but the conversation ended with no response to my argument, zero response, just okay, that's cool. You let me know when you want me to come on the show. But, and you were tagged in this particular comment as well, but I forbid, first of all, don't fucking forbid me to do shit. On social media, don't forbid me to do anything. But he said, I forbid you and Scott to comment on this or any other future posts.
He did say that. Yeah.
If you do not adhere to this, I'm paraphrasing, if you do not adhere to this, I will take legal action against you. Let me know if you want me to come on the show. Have a good day. Thank you. Now,
there's nothing you could do legally for that. It's
no
Facebook.
It is Facebook. First of all, I don't know what fucking argument you have. You can have a legal argument on social media because here's the thing. I look shit up before I even respond. I looked this up. You may have a legal argument if I defamed you, or if I what was it? If I defamed you, or what was the other way? Hold on, it's right here. I got the full response pulled up, by the way.
It's okay. We're only live.
It's either defamation or what is it?
Libel.
Libel, yes.
Look at me, never pass the bar.
Yeah. So
that's all the Dick Wolf watching I do. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of legal argument you would have, but it's bullshit. I'm sorry, it would be bullshit. Fucking try it. Absolutely try it, because I didn't say anything about this individual or their character or anything about them in the conversation. My entire argument was based on the Bible and its interpretation and its usage in modern society. If anything, you libeled me and you defamed me because you made an argument in the previous message assuming that I, quote, want women to be hurt. So, quite frankly, I have a bigger argument against you. Don't fucking threaten me. Do not fucking do anything like that. I'm not the submitting type.
He can't be fucked.
That was a soundbite we had before, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
I'm not the submitting type. I'm not going to back down. Do not think that just because you lost an argument, you can fucking threaten me with legal action. Fucking cunt. No, it's ridiculous. It's insane. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring this person on for a segment for a debate.
We're gonna try to make this work out. I really want it to happen. So, watch this space. Big things coming. You know, all the usual.
Don't fuck ice, free Palestine. I'ma say that shit again, free Palestine.
You're fired up. I can tell there's a twinkle in your eye.
Look, you were following the debate, and then I texted you yesterday when he sent me the last message. I screenshot. I was like, fuck this guy. This guy can get fucked. Absolutely, 100%. He's gonna do the shit with the general debate. I called you last night. I was like, I want to talk about this motherfucker. He's like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. I wanted to make a same kind of response. Like, you can't issue ultimatums to me. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, this is social media.
It's a public town square, basically.
Basically, like there is no representation of privacy here.
Look, Facebook gives you the power to block anybody.
Yeah.
If you don't want me commenting on your posts or anything else you do, you can't sue me. Just fucking block me. Now, if you block me and then I make a secondary account and a third account and a fourth account and keep harassing you, maybe then you have an argument. But it gives you the ability to block somebody you don't want to fucking, which is also a fucking closed-minded individual thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to fucking sue you because I don't like your ideas or what you're saying. Very closed-minded, just saying. But Facebook gives you the power to not hear from us.
All I know is I didn't want to go down, like, I completely agree with you. You wanted to say this in a post. I kind of did too, but I said, let's pump the brakes. I want to get this individual on this show and have this back and forth while we're recording. To say something like this on a post might burn that bridge before we could make this happen.
That's fine.
I'm fine with saying it here because
that's fine. And we didn't name any names, at all. That's why I made sure that we did not name any names during this. So that's why I'm not going to do that. But you know who you are if you're listening.
They claim that they listen and watch. So if they're here, don't be square.
Hey,
come on the show.
Much love.
Come on the show. Fucked. We're gonna try to make this work. We're gonna try to make this happen. What else you got, Adam? What else? Because
I thought that was gonna be the end of the show. Quite frankly, I mean, we can continue on. Absolutely.
Well, are we running long? Yeah, we're
not running too long. I mean, it depends. Are we doing a bonus show? No.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do bonus.
All right, we're gonna pull all the. We have more content. We got more things to talk about. We can pull to the bonus show. Absolutely, 100%.
How can so people who are listening right now or watching on our live stream, how can they get to this bonus content that we're gonna do right after this? How can they do it?
All the links for everything we do is in the description of all the show, the YouTube videos, the Patreon or the Podbean descriptions. That's all in there. But if you want to listen to the bonus show that we're going to do, head over to patreon.com/4distraction. It's $1 a month for the bonus episode. That's the lowest amount. I'll be honest with you. I would go lower if Patreon would let me do it, but that's the lowest amount that we could do. So if you want to listen to the Patreon bonus episodes, we basically do like a full episode. It's like 30, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour long, of just extra content. Definitely a lot of political stuff because we're trying to keep more of the political stuff to the bonus because everyone wants to hear about that stuff, and I understand. We talk about the big stuff in here.
We've had a few complaints that we're lately, especially as of what's going on right now.
It's hard.
Our shows have been getting too political, and people are like, I don't want to listen to a politics show. So we're trying to keep the politics talk in our main shows to a minimum, which I think we did a good job tonight.
Yes,
but if you love the politics, definitely subscribe to our Patreon.
But we also don't only talk about politics. There are episodes where we do random nonsense.
You did tell a great story on one of our last Patreons that I'm kind of sad isn't on our regular one. Maybe you just take that clip and put it in the future when we miss a show.
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Talking about. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. maybe. And, we have done that before. There have been like one or two Patreon episodes that we have posted to the normal after the fact. But like if you want to catch it now, you want to catch it right now when it's fresh, head over to patreon.com/4distraction. Like I said, $1 a month. All the proceeds that we get on there go to improving the show, better equipment, better everything. We're not going to pocket that money. It's all to improve the show right now. If you want to get a hold of us anywhere else or listen to us or anything like that, we do the audio portion of the podcast as well. I upload the audio, like I said, podbean.com/4distraction. It uploads there, so that's our main hub, but it also goes out to the Spotify. It goes out to Google Play, iTunes. It goes out to pretty much everywhere else that you can listen to the audio version of the podcast. So if you ever come across an audio like app that we're not on there, email us, let me know. I will do what I can to get us on there. And if you want to email us, 4distraction@gmail.com. That is where our email is. We are still a member of the Electronic Media Collective, so head over to electronicmediacollective.com and listen to us and a bunch of other really awesome shows on there. We do the live streaming. It's been the new norm is like Monday nights is when we're doing live streaming. So we live stream on YouTube and we will post the live stream to our Facebook as well. Right now, Facebook is the only social media platform we're on. I'm working on the Instagram.
What happened there? Why are we?
You got us kicked off Twitter.
Oh, I did.
You got us kicked off Twitter. I'm fine with it. Fuck Twitter.
You wanted to quit Twitter.
Yeah.
You wanted to quit Twitter.
Because fuck Elon Musk.
You said, I want us to leave X because fuck Elon Musk. So instead of just doing that, we went out with a bang. And I handled it very haphazardly.
Yeah.
And I called him a cunt.
Yeah. That's okay.
Which he is.
Which is weird that like he banned you for using the word cunt.
Yeah.
Because there's, like you said, there's porn on Twitter now.
Like a lot of it.
Like a lot.
Like it's basically porn bots and Nazis. Like that's all X is.
Now, I'm fine with the porn bots. I'm fine with the porn.
But you're not fine with the Nazis.
Not the Nazis, but I'm fine with all you OnlyFans women that want to post your shit on there. A-okay with me.
One thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis.
Yeah, the stuff on there is either buttholes or brown shirts. That might be
that's what a Nazi would say.
Buttholes or brown shirts.
That might be.
Oh my god.
That's in contention for the name of the episode.
That might be the new name.
That is in contention.
Can you write buttholes on a
I
post?
can censor it. I can censor it. Put like asterisks and like little umlauts and whatever, like dollar signs and shit like that.
Okay, tons of fun. That's just me.
You texted me twice this fucking episode.
Deal with it. Because the last time I sent you...
fuck did you... Good, you sent me a list of things. Jesus Christ.
Because the last time I did, you just ignored it.
When? What?
Last episode.
What did I ignore?
I think I sent you an email, so I'm sending you via text.
Don't send me an email. Like, you insane? Like, I'm not going to check my emails.
I think it was an email. I don't know.
Why?
Anyway.
Why would I check my emails?
Anyway.
You know what we didn't talk about though? I apologize.
What?
We didn't do Core Cinema. We skipped that.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we got time. Yeah,
Let's do it.
I don't have a ton to say about it, but let's do it. So
We have to talk about it.
Yeah, we have to talk about it. We apologize. Hey, if you stuck around post show, remember we're like the Marvel Cinematic
Look at
Universe.
after credits right now.
We're like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Every episode, we always talk about a little extra shit. So if you missed
Surprise!
it,
It's
fuck off.
after credits.
So this was your pick for me, sir. What did you pick?
Oh, that's
for me?
right. I picked a great '80s classic. I picked Wall Street.
Yeah.
Because you're a stocks guy now.
I am.
And you said you had never seen this movie.
I just put some money into my account. I'm ready for the next big tariff and the big drops to buy in. So yeah, I'm doing some stocks now. So I'd never seen this movie before. Charlie Sheen, Martin Sheen, and Charlie Sheen both in the movie playing father-son characters. Wild as shit. I'll tell you you know what the biggest part of this movie, the best part of this movie, John C. McGinley showed up again.
We didn't even know.
No.
He's been in like everything.
We talked about it last week. John C. McGinley has been like a staple in like all our movies, and then we watch this movie, and then he shows up, and then it's like there he is fucking again. There's John C. McGinley again. So
Michael Douglas,
yeah, I think
Daryl Hannah.
So it was a really good movie about Charlie Sheen plays a stockbroker who essentially hooks basically a big fish, and he becomes like his personal like stock agent or whatever. And this dude is corrupt as shit. Like he's definitely like doing back deals and like all this stuff. And it's very much like a morality story where Charlie Sheen has to decide whether or not he wants to swim with the big fish or if he wants to do the right thing. And because like it's
This trailer is really sexy.
It is.
I don't think the movie was as sexy as this trailer is making it out to be.
It very much is.
I mean,
yeah.
sex sells, so
It does, yeah.
especially in the '80s. Look at the slick back hair these guys have.
That's how you know that they're
It's style, Hans.
That's how you know they're executives. Is their slick back hair, and then you got the fairer hair right there. Very much so. It was just a generally good movie. It was a good movie about morality of like, oh, this person who was like, you know, he comes from like grassroots, like factory workers and shit like that, and he goes to college and becomes like a stockbroker, and then like, you know, he's still like not big, but like he hooks the big fish in order to represent him, and he makes a lot of money, and it's very much like similar to like Wolf of Wall Street almost in terms of like of like it grows into like this. He's partying and he's like hanging out with the big fish. It doesn't end the way that movie does because it ends a little better because it ends morally right.
Wolf of Wall Street had nobody to root for.
No.
This movie, like Martin Sheen's character was great.
He was great.
We talked about unions earlier.
Yeah.
He held true to his beliefs, and I love that. Charlie Sheen, his character kind of sucked, but he did kind of have a redemption arc at the end.
It was very much a roller coaster for this character where like he was mostly focusing on, you know, getting big, you know, making the money, and then at the end of it when he figured out, oh wait, like my boss that I'm working for is fucking over like the poor man and is like doing a lot of corrupt stuff. Like Charlie Sheen's a piece of shit. Very much a piece of shit.
In real life.
But this character is antithetical to Charlie Sheen now because this version of the character he's playing does the right thing and basically fucks over his boss, his client, not his boss. But
right.
It was really good.
I'm glad you liked it.
Really good movie.
You're hit and miss when it comes to movies I pick, but I was surprised you never saw this one. This was nominated for
I
best...
would have never seen this one.
It was nominated for Best Picture in 1987. It did not win, but Michael Douglas was nominated for Best... Was it Supporting or Best Actor? I don't know, but he won the Oscar for this movie. He was pretty good in it as Gordon Gekko. What a great villain.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was really good. Really good.
Okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. But what you got for me, Home Slice?
I got a movie that came out this year.
Ooh, a new one.
This year.
Fresh.
I was shocked you haven't watched it yet because it's on HBO Max right now.
I think I know what it is because we talked about this.
We did talk about it because I had asked you if you'd seen it and you said no, and I said, well, don't watch it yet.
Yeah.
If
you hadn't told me not to watch it, I probably would have watched it.
It might be, and I haven't seen Superman yet, but it might be my favorite movie of the year.
Ooh, mark it down on your phone because at the end of the year we do our favorites. Yeah.
It really might be my favorite movie of the year. We're gonna watch Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan on HBO Max.
So I do have to point out, and you said it's not a deal breaker, it's not a spoiler. I have seen clips of
You've seen
this.
a few. You said you saw a few
on TikTok. I did not know what it was. I heard that it was Sinners. I didn't know if it was a movie or a TV show or what was going on, but I did see Michael B. Jordan in it, and I did see vampires. So I do know there's vampires involved because it was spoiled for me thanks to TikTok.
It's so I knew kind of the same thing before I watched the movie. I will tell you this. It didn't ruin the experience.
I'm excited to see it.
It's such a good movie.
We're gonna go ahead and record our bonus content for the Patreon, and then we are going to watch Sinners. So if you haven't seen the movie Sinners, you said it's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max,
which it is HBO Max again.
Yeah, now, yeah. How many different fucking names did they go through? They were like HBO.
HBO Now, HBO Go, HBO Max, back to HBO Max.
Yeah. They're dumb.
Ridiculous.
They're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And they're getting paid a ton of money. Their executives getting paid a fucking ton of money making these stupid decisions. Get fucked. Get fucked, you people.
Okay, I'm excited to see this. If you want to get a hold of us, shoot an email fordistraction@gmail.com. Head on over to the electronicmediacollective.com.
Again, my drink of the night was Yingling Light.
And I had the Crown Royal Apple. Good stuff. I want you to take a shot of this.
I'm going to take a shot of this. I'll do it on the bonus episode. So
Sounds like a plan.
On the bonus episode, sir. I think that's it.
That's it.
Ice free Palestine. I'ma say that shit again, free Palestine.
Check us out.